What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Chris, 540 TV. 540 TV in the building. Hope y'all are having a great day, had a great Christmas. This is the day after Christmas. I decided to make this video, a video that I have not seen on YouTube at all. And that is installing an aftermarket radio inside of a Porsche Panamera. My Panamera is actually the 2011 Porsche Panamera 4. As you can see there, I do need to clean it out, but I'm gonna actually show you the wiring that's on the back that you would need to know to get your radio working. So, and it's a couple things, other things that you would have to do, trial and error that I kind of figured out. But with further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the wires that you need. So here's the, let me see if I can unhook it here. Here's the standard aftermarket wire harness that goes to most aftermarket radios. Let me bring it over here. And I'm gonna just pretty much tell you what wires I had going to where. And once you take your standard Porsche radio out, which is right here, there's a big connector which goes here, and everything that you need is within that connector. And I did use the antenna wire, which is right here. But let's talk about the wiring for the speakers, the power, and the amp. So let's start with the red wire. So the red wire, the wiring that goes for the Porsche Panamera, what I had to do was I had to wire that wire to a separate wire here, and I got to go into the fuse box on the right side, because everything over there, when you turn your key off, turns off. So if you notice, the radio comes on. Well, I unplugged it, but the radio comes on, and then when I turn the key off, it goes off. If I wire everything over here to this fuse box on the left-hand side, it stays on for about 20 to 30 seconds longer, even after you close the door and lock the door, and then it'll go off. So, and I did check that with a fuse tester, and once I took the key out, those fuses were still lit. And after a while, they did turn off, and the radio did the same thing. So I wired it over there, so when I take the key out, the radio goes out completely. All right, so that's one major key there. So if you actually use the wiring from the actual harness, it's not going to work correct, and you have to do that. All right, so I just used the fuse tab, which you take the fuse out, whatever fuse you're going to use over there, and the fuse tab that you have has a wire going from it. So you plug that fuse in, and then the wire comes from it, you just wire it going to this red. All right, so the B+, I got it going to, I'm gonna try to get a good picture of the wire. Let's see. So that's like a brown and yellow. And I also have the antenna going there also. I forgot what the reason was for the antenna going there, but it was needed. I think that was for the Bluetooth. I think it was the Bluetooth. It needed to be going to this wire. All right. So again, my Bluetooth and my yellow, I'm sorry, my blue antenna and my B+ is going to orange and yellow. All right, so we got our red going to the fuse box over there. And so now we have power to the radio. All right, let's start with our purple. So our purple, the purple wire without stripes is solid purple, is going to a brown and purple. Maybe if I can do this. There we go. So my purple is going to a brown and purple. Solid purple to brown and purple. And then my purple is going to look like a solid yellow. All right. So it's a solid yellow. So now we got the purple out the way. So the gray, solid gray is going to this, I guess, teal and white with a white stripe. And don't worry about the tape. I actually got something for the tape, which are these caps. I got them off Temu actually. So I either might do the caps or I might just do like the plug and play. You know, these here. Might be a little more work with these. So I might just end up doing these. All right. So don't come at me about the tape. We're not worried about it right now. So again, that's teal and like off-white to a solid gray. And then we have brown and the off-white stripe to the gray with the black stripe. All right. So that's 2 speakers you should have plugged up. Our next one's going to be solid green to a gray wire. All right. Solid green to gray, green with stripe to a brown with a gray stripe. So solid green or whatever this color is to a gray, and then green with the black stripe to a brown with orange stripe. All right, let's go to our white wire. So there should be 3 speakers plugged up there. White solid to, I guess, kind of like a reddish orange kind of to a yellow stripe, similar to what this big wire is. All right, that's a solid white. Our stripe white is going to a brown with a yellow stripe. So this is a stripe white wire is going to a brown with a yellow stripe. All right, this wire here is for the amplifier for the black and red wire here is for the amplifier for the Porsche Panamera. If you have an amp, which I think most of them do, what I had to do was, let me put those two. So there's 2 wires here. All right. These both are coming out of that little connector, the loom or whatever. I had to put both of those together. And this got my amp working, so I was able to get sound in my vehicle. All right. So let me see where we are now. And that was connected right here that goes in the back of the radio. Just connected here, which has that. So I kept my connectors because, you know, if I sell a car, I want to be able to put these back together, put everything back together to be able, you know, somebody might not want this in their car. So I kept everything together. But again, this is the amp wire, and I had it going with this here. All right, so I do got to put that back together here. I kind of took it apart a little bit, so yep. So what else we got? Everything else I kind of just those other wires I kind of just taped off or whatnot. Ones that wasn't used, and of course I'm gonna put caps on those. Our ground, and that's what's important too. Our ground is going to a solid brown, a thick solid brown. So with that thick solid brown to black ground, and then your yellow going to the brown and yellow with your amp. Remember, if you don't plug it up, you won't have Bluetooth. Don't ask why. And then your red is going over to the fuse box so that the radio cuts off completely when you cut it off. All right. So those are the wiring diagrams. So my antenna. So I use this one for the antenna I don't think nothing else is the same. Let's see. Nope. So I used the one with the black and pink going to the antenna. All right. So that's really the full diagram of everything you need. Some of these other wires you don't need, like key 1, key 2, illumination, backup. I'm not using that. If you are going to use a backup camera, you will need this backup. I have, you know, this here. So I use that for my backup camera. So I don't need anything else back there, because my car did not come with a backup camera. So that was my solution for a backup camera before I got the radio. So I'm going to just stick with that because it's actually recording right now. It's recording what's going on behind me. So that is it. If you have any questions and concerns about anything, just hit me up. And here's another nugget. These wires here, and they will be on the back of any aftermarket radio. So I just took the shaving. It was literally this size. I took the shaving off of it, and the reason I took the shaving off of it was because that I couldn't get good internet signal, and it would not connect to the internet. So if you shave this off, you can just leave it exposed. There's no power going to it. It's more like antenna wires. If you just shave that off, you have better connection with your internet on your head unit. If you have like an Android based head unit, you have better connection there. So I did order this bracket here off of eBay, and it was for, it's a manufacturer start with an S. I cannot remember the name of it, but I had to order this bracket. And the good thing about this bracket, even though I'm not using it, really, it covers up the bottom. And so it's a lot to what's going on with this radio. And I might not keep it in, but I mean, for the moment, it is what it is. It does what I need to do. So when I get ready to sell it, I'm probably just put the old radio back in it. So, yep. I hope this helped you all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Join the 540 gang. I'm going to have some other videos coming up on the Porsche Panamera, which might be the remote control start. Because one thing about Porsche, you cannot find wire diagrams online for nothing. So hopefully this hit the masses. If y'all want to install a radio, a double DIN radio, single DIN radio, whatever you want to install inside your car, or if you're having issues on trying to trace a line, one of the speakers ain't working, and you're able to kind of check it, the wire back there, you just know what wire goes where. Because if you look up what the white speaker is for, which one it is, the green wire is for, the gray or the purple wire is for, you'll know where in the car it is. And like, see, there's two speakers there, but they are together. They're not separately. So it's not like you're using these right here. These are tweeter speakers. Nope. Even speakers up there still work. So again, thank y'all for watching this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Go to TikTok. Check out my TikTok. You can find me at Big Time Keys, BIGTIMEKEYZ. If you need any help, if anything I can do to help you, hit me up. All right, appreciate it.